You are not broken. You are not too weak. You are just carrying thoughts that were never meant to be carried. And today, we end that. We suffer more in imagination than in reality. That is what Seneca said thousands of years ago. And he was right. Most of your pain does not come from what happened to you. It comes from the story you keep telling yourself about what might happen. Before the conversation, you rehearse the worst reply. Before the meeting, you picture yourself failing. But when the moment finally arrives, it is almost never as bad as you feared. You wasted hours inside a nightmare you created. So stop. Check your fear. Is it real or just a thought? Most of the time, it is just a thought. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. Those words belong to Marcus Aurelius. He was an emperor. He had armies, gold, and absolute power. And yet he kept reminding himself that the only thing he truly owned was his own mind. Not his throne. Not his reputation. Not what people whispered behind his back. You do not own your job. You do not own your relationships. You do not own your health. These things can be taken in a single second. But your judgment, your choice to stay calm, your decision to act with courage, no one can touch that. So when life pushes you, do not push back. Step inside your inner fortress. That is where real strength lives. Do not explain your philosophy. Embody it. That is Epictetus speaking. He was born a slave. He had nothing. Yet he became one of the most quoted Stoics in history because he did not just talk. He lived it. Today we are drowning in information. We watch videos. We read quotes. We bookmark wisdom we never use. That is not philosophy. That is entertainment. So here is your challenge. Do not tell anyone you are being strong. Just be strong. Do not announce your patience. Just wait. Do not explain your discipline. Just wake up early and do the work. Let your actions scream while your mouth stays quiet. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Read that again. Marcus Aurelius is telling you something radical. The very thing blocking you is actually your path forward. Lost your job? That is the way to find better work. Failed a test? That is the way to learn deeper. Someone insulted you? That is a chance to practice patience. Do not wish for an easier life. Wish for better skill at handling hard things. Every block is a step. Every obstacle is a teacher. Every fall is a setup for a stronger rise. Stop running from resistance. Embrace it. It is shaping you. It is not that we have little time. It is that we waste much of it. Seneca wrote an entire letter about this. He noticed people begging for more life while burning hours on gossip, resentment, and worry. Look at your last week. How many hours disappeared into your phone? How many mornings did you lose to rethinking old arguments? How many nights did you spend waiting for someday? Someday is not a date. Someday is a disease. You have enough time, but only if you stop leaking it. Guard your hours like you guard your money, because time is the only thing you never get back. Every minute you spend angry at the past is a minute you steal from your future. First say to yourself what you would be, then do what you have to do. That is Epictetus again. Most people live accidentally. They react. They drift. They become what others expect. But you were not born to be a mirror. You were born to be a person. So decide right now. Who do you want to be? Patient, brave, disciplined, kind. Write it down. Say it out loud. Then act. Do not wait for motivation. Motivation is a liar. Do not wait for perfect conditions. Perfect never arrives. Be that person now in small ways. Hold the door. Bite your tongue. Wake up when you said you would. That is how you build a self you can respect. That is how you earn your own trust. Let death stand before you every day. Then you will never have a small thought. This sounds dark, but it is the opposite. Remembering death does not make you sad. It makes you clear. If you knew you had 1 year left, would you waste it on social media fights? Would you spend it pleasing people you do not even like? Would you hold onto grudges that weigh nothing but cost everything? No. You would love. You would grow. You would finally say what matters and let the rest burn. So each morning, quietly say to yourself, I may not see tonight. Then live that day fully. Not recklessly, fully. That is not morbid. That is freedom. Point 7 quotes. A few minutes of your life. But quotes alone change nothing. Action changes everything. Pick just one of these today. Write it down on paper. Put it on your mirror. Tape it to your computer. And when the world gets loud, when anxiety knocks, when anger rises, come back to it. You do not control the waves, but you can learn to sail. And you start sailing right now. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Now.